Illinois leads the Midwest for exports, especially agriculture, generating nearly $14 billion for the state economy.
Yeah, some local farmers argue a trade war will decrease that number. WIFR's Nathaniel Langley learns why some in agriculture watch out for tariffs.
Farmers credit a rules-based approach to trade for years of success. And while President Donald Trump paused the tariffs for a month, they argue the move plants uncertainty. Brent Pollard starts his day on the farm by emptying the grain silo.
After we sell corn, soybeans, and wheat off this farm, I couldn't tell you for sure where it ends up.
One thing Pollard says he could tell you, future tariffs will hurt his farm.
The biggest thing as a farmer, we're looking for certainty in our business.
If President Donald Trump follows through on tariff threats against Mexico, Canada, and China, the farmer worries Illinois would lose billions of dollars. For him, free trade opens his industry.
We really like the idea of finding new ways, new markets for our products.
But economic experts from Rockford University claim tariffs have benefits.
It's a good tool to promote local business and to generate jobs here in America.
According to Romero, that comes at a cost if companies pass on fees to Americans.
Price increase means inflation, means maybe the economic is going to slow down because of that.
Pollard insists Illinois farmers could lose a fifth of their income if free trade ends.
It didn't work the first time around, so I don't know if a blanket tariff is going to work this time.
Those 25% tariffs on Mexican and Canadian goods are on hold for 30 days. President Trump says the fees are to crack down on drug trafficking and border crossings.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Illinois ranks third in the country for agricultural exports. Farmland makes up 3/4 of the state's total area.